Hey guys, I don't expect you guys to know who I am. I'm a small-time caster, but the reason why I started recording this and decided to upload it to YouTube is because I found an Overwatch case that looked a little bit suspicious. I have reason. Okay, I have reason to believe that the suspect in this case actually has. Let me move this over just a little bit, so just so you can see HP and such. But I have reason to believe that the suspect in this case was at least visually hacking, or not visually hacking, but using vision assistance and such. I wouldn't say it was so much obvious in the way of ESP because his headshot count wasn't all that high, but one thing that I thought was pretty absurd was over the course of 7 rounds or so, I only saw him die once. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pause the recording while we wait for the actual round to get started. This looks a little bit like he's actually hacking. Legit straight up map hacks right there. I'm sorry, the first one, just because of the headshot, but it's not important. We'll be back in about 30 seconds. Alright, and we are back with what is supposed to be the live game that he was playing. Oh, geez, sorry about that. Didn't mean to poke my eye on stream, but contact lenses are getting a little bit dry, and I think I got something in mind just a moment ago, but okay, so I mean, he just kind of turns the corner here, naturally knowing that someone is going to be at the chicken coop. So that's one reason why I thought this was a little bit suspicious. Let's go ahead and turn this down a little bit. I wasn't saying he was aimbotting, certainly not. Otherwise, he wouldn't have made quite a few body shots there. Headshot, kind of pre-aimed. That looked a little bit snappy, but again, I don't think that in and of itself is evidence of, say, what's the word I'm looking for? Aimbot. But neither was that. I mean, he kind of knew where this guy was all along. Although he did lose a teammate in the exchange, so maybe it could have been very viable that his position was called out. Right. But a few more other things happen that are kind of suspicious. Like, he just seems to know who's around the corner without necessarily listening for footsteps. That, a little bit snappy, scores a headshot. I don't think he's too big on aimbotting on this one though, because if you look at his headshot ratio, sure, now it looks pretty high, but just wait until the game carries on. It's only 50% right now. That was a little bit weird. It looks a little bit weird when you got X-ray vision from our perspective. So maybe he actually saw that guy's back, but he was actually shooting at him through the armored van. That one, a little bit hard to say, but he was shot at by the guy, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. Okay, so let's keep going and check this out. Now this one's gonna look really weird. Okay, so that's 1, that's 2, 3. Excuse me. And that's gonna make 4. And this is gonna make the 5K. Ace. Like, as you can see, it's not that his headshot ratio is actually just, I'd say, kind of dropped to about average-ish right now. Like, I don't know what the average headshot ratio is every match, but yeah.
Throwing smoke.
He's AFK because it's what all the cool kids do, right? Tell you what, this is what the real kids do here. So just drops in a flash there. I mean, there's no footsteps to indicate anyone was there, but here's footsteps now, and it sounds like they're kind of on the rotate. This one coming up behind him, not so much a surprise, but just the fact that he was kind of aiming synchronously. And when I say synchronously, I mean just at the same time. He was kind of following him through the wall, but he didn't land a headshot, from what I noticed. Gets the bomb planted here. And it's entirely possible that his dead teammates gave away enemy position at this point. I wouldn't put it beyond him. I wouldn't say it's impossible. Kind of cute that his teammate Zeused a CT. just now. Here's the bullets, and Donkey decides that he's too far away to try to defuse. Runs away. What I thought was a little bit interesting there was, if I'm not mistaken, his crosshair wasn't even on the guy when he just shot him. So it could be that he's got some kind of, I don't know, an ESP script or an aimbot script that's aiming for his opponent's body. But this one really, really looks tricky in some regards. Above all else, let's not forget the fact that he hasn't died yet, and it's already 4 rounds in. That was the rifle round just now, and he's at 14-0. Now that, of course, right there was also a particularly suspicious thing. He just turned the corner and tossed a grenade like he knew where the guy would be. This is my second review of this demo. There's going to be another one, I think, immediately after this round, where he rushes into bomb site B, and he knows no one's at chicken coop. He knows that nobody's over there, and he just immediately aims for drop from broken wall. You'll see exactly what I mean in a few minutes. Sorry I'm not being more talkative either, but I mean, and it's just because I'm a little bit ill right now. Kind of recovering from illness. I've been out of casting for a few days. There it is. Okay, ends this round, and we'll see where this one goes. Was it this round? Turns around, yeah. I think this is the one where he immediately turns towards drop from broken wall, and he just knows where the enemy is. He just, yeah, I mean... And if we check the minimap right now, it may not be all that illogical because we got an aggressive push going out towards mid, out actually past mid, and there it is. But at the same time, I mean, it's still kind of difficult to tell in this position. Is this all good communication from his teammates, or is he scripting with a non-headshot aimbot or something? Like, what is this? He's not B-hopping. He's not making it as, how do I put this into words? He's not making this as obvious as some of those other aimbotters out there. And I mean, he kind of came back here. It's possible his teammate gave away Albatross's position, but you know, I think it's kind of weird that he runs into... in some ways, it feels like he's trying to throw off anyone who's using Overwatch right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this to YouTube and get you guys' opinions, because I honestly don't know where to toss this. Now, this is weird. This is really weird. Like, just kind of turn slowly towards that, and... I mean, no one was actually ahead in bomb site B before him to actually do the spotting. He also threw in no entry utilities, no flashbang grenade, no smoke, nothing. I have no idea what he's doing here besides possibly trolling his teammates. He had the bomb. This round anyway. Looks like he's just gonna go through that. Wait a minute, interesting. He seems to know this guy is there. In some ways. I'm not sure if his teammates... It's hard to say there, really. Now they're on bomb site B. He's actually going straight towards the enemy instead of planting right now. What's happening here is Donkey, of course, he can hear him. He heard the footsteps going into drop. He knows somebody's there. He's not fooled. And hacks or no hacks, he did just see the barrel of his opponent's rifle. Now he's waiting for him to turn away. Almost conveniently. Like that almost spoke volumes just now. Hold on. That one moment where we just saw him like aiming at his opponent's head, and it hit his chest. It hit his chest. Wasn't that a little bit strange? I really felt like that was kind of almost a dead giveaway. He probably had some kind of a script that aims for bodies, as opposed, or center mass as opposed to the skull, if you will. And I think that's why, I think that kind of concealed it in some ways. But before I pass any judgment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this to YouTube and put it on the subreddit because I absolutely don't know what else to do with it. So, give me you guys thoughts. I'm totally lost on this. It's late at night. I can't think clearly. I'll leave my computer on all night before I submit a report on this.